So welcome to today's trade recap. Today is the 4th of November. It's Tuesday today. We're going to talk about the trade from yesterday, from Monday, the first trade of November. I traded London session, and I did not trade in New York. And we're going to mark out what I'm seeing for today. I'm doing like a little pre-market open analysis, and then you're going to see in the next trade recap for today, if I traded, if I found an entry, what actually happened, and if my thesis played out. So let's focus on yesterday. Yesterday, as I already said, I traded only London session. We had Asia highs right here. We have Asia lows right here. We have those 1 hour lows right here and those 1 hour highs right here. And we have this we have this weekend gap right here. So in the end of Asia session, like pretty much right before London opened, we came down and we manipulated into this weekend opening gap. So this is a good sign because usually we fill this gap and we get a reaction out of it. So wait, let me leave it on the chart. So in Asia, there's not really anything big happening. We just consolidated. Yes, we moved down a little bit, but we didn't sweep anything. We did not manipulate any high time frame, high or low. We did not balance out something. Yes, we can tell that we balanced out this 15-minute fair value gap, but we did this even in the starting of Asia session. So whatever, we came down and pre-London Open, we went to this weekend opening gap. We filled this and we made a 50-minute low, which I consider as Asia low because it's the lowest point of Asia. And right when London opens, we come down and we sweep Asia low, basically directly on market open. So we see this, and right after we sweep this Asia low, we get a break of structure to the upside, and we form a fair value gap, and we form an order block right here. And we form this fair value gap right here. So what happened? We went down, we moved into this weekend opening gap right when London opened. We made Asia lows, we swept Asia lows, we got a 1 minute break out of it. We formed a fair value gap, we tapped in the order block, we tapped in the fair value gap, we get a bullish reaction out, and we inverse the next fair value gap, and that's where I entered. Yeah, we have six confirmations, we have 6 confluences for us, speaking for the trade. I put my stop loss below the candle forming the fair value gap, and as targets I targeted the 1 hour high. I targeted this 1 hour high right here as the only take profit. In the beginning, I wanted to target also those highs here, like the Asia highs and the 1 hour highs on top here, but I didn't. I was happy with this trade. I think I got filled, like, because I entered again 2 positions, I got filled like right on the inverse of the fair value gap, so basically something around here, and I took profit everything out on this 1 hour highs. I got filled like a little bit later because I actually was not on the charts. Maybe I got filled right here, but doesn't really matter. It's a 1.8 RR, so pretty happy with this trade. Execution was great. We had a lot of confirmations. Stop loss placing was correct. Profit taking was correct. Could have left a runner for those highs because it's pretty obvious that we want to take out those, but I didn't. I'm really fine with this. So on this trade, I made close to 2%. I think 1.95%. So pretty much 2%. And then New York opened right here, and as you can see, we have no manipulation in New York. We just go down, like bearish 5-minute candle, 5-minute candle, 5-minute candle, all bearish. And usually when I see like some sort of this just like a really big extension, impulsive extension after market open in some direction. I am really cautious about trading that day at all, because it's really risky. You don't know when the impulsive move is gonna stop, and trying to bottom take such kind of move is normally really risky. Here on this low, when we swept this, which is a 1 hour low, I waited for the 5 minute to inverse this gap. As you can see, we didn't. If we would have inversed this gap as a reaction from those 1 hour lows, then I would consider to take a long here, but we didn't. We respected it and we went further down. And I think, yeah, around here, maybe like 1 hour into market open, I was closing my computer and decided to not trade in New York. So made 2% here from this trade in London, and then stayed cautious about trading in New York to start off the week good, and to also start out November good. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the recap for Monday. And now let's focus on today and mark out what we are seeing today. So today is Tuesday, and normally my trading on Tuesday is the worst. If you just compare it to the other days in the week, my win rate is just over the month, over the years, it's the least on Tuesday. So on Tuesday I'm really cautious, but that's just experience wise, and you're gonna figure this out when you trade the same pairs over and over again. You're gonna see which days are good, which days are usually bad. And the last 4 weeks, I took a trade on Tuesday and I won all of them. So yeah, you see it really depends on the month, but over the month, the Tuesday is really one of the most difficult days for me. So yeah, we have London highs right here, we have London lows right here, we have Asia highs right here, which is not really a big draw of liquidity for me. We have this 1 hour high right here, but it's really far. I don't think we can get here. Um, yeah, we have not really anything more. The London highs is also 1 hour highs. We have those 1 hour highs right here. Maybe we have something here. Yeah, we have more draws here. 1 hour high right here, 1 hour high right here, a low right here. Yeah, a lot of higher time frame lows. I believe there will be more on the 50 minute. I'm gonna mark out those on the 50 minute too. Yeah, but we don't have a lot here. But it's a big cluster. Overall, we have a big cluster of liquidity here, and we have to notice. Um, but yeah, not more basically. And we can see that we already swept this 1 hour low. We got a reaction from it, and then we also swept this 1 hour high here during London, and we got like kind of a reaction out of it, but not a reversal yet. So I'm expecting price to be bearish, just because we are bearish all over the day already, and it's a really impulsive move, and they want to not try to bottom take the bottom of it, but just rather trade with the trend. That's the first thing. The second one is we have not so much draws like up here. We swept this 1 hour high and we get a reaction from it. So this looks like normal for New York continuation. Um, we have this 50-minute high, which I actually hoped that we're gonna sweep out this inside of New York to then get a short from here. So that's not more interesting for me. And of course, we have the biggest draws of liquidity to the downside. So I want to trade ideally into them. So yeah, the ideal scenario for today would be that we go up, we sweep this, we get some sort of confirmation and can trade down, or we make another 50-minute high and we sweep this 50-minute high and then go down. Let's see if we can sweep anything up here, get some sort of confirmations. But yeah, it's unfortunate that we already swept out this, but we're gonna see. Um, that's the thesis for today. That's the plan for today. maybe we can execute some good setups, and you will see what happened and if I took a trade and how the trade went during the next trade recap. So the trade recap I will post tomorrow for today, for Tuesday. So see you in the next trade recap.